Good morning, students. Today we will learn a Python program to print the table of entered number by the user. And the format in which we have to print the number is like this. Suppose the number entered is 5, then it should print, your program should print like this the table 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10 and till 5 tens are 50. If the user has entered 6, so it should print the table of 6 and so on. For this, I have already written a program for you. I will just first of all execute the program and then explain you the coding for it. Here you can see how it is working. I am executing the program here. It is asking me the number, enter any number. Suppose I have entered 5. Here you can see on the screen what it has printed, the table of 5 in this format, in the required format. Once again, when I execute it and I say enter the number 7 and I press enter, the table of 7 is executed or printed on the output screen. So now let us understand the coding, how it works. So what is the first statement? I have to accept the number from the user. So what we have done is we have accepted number from the user with the help of input function and converted the value into integer using int function. So the table whose table is to be printed, it is stored in num. So num is a variable whose table you want to print. And we know how many times we have to run the loop. We have to run from 1 to 10. For this, we know how many number of times. So we are using here for loop. So for is a keyword for looping in Python. For I is a variable and in is the membership operator. This loop will run from, here I have given the, using the range function, I have given the minimum limit and maximum limit. In the minimum limit, it will start from 1. So loop will start from 1 and the range is 11. 11 means it will execute 1 less than the maximum limit. So this loop will execute from 1 to 10. It means 10 number of times. Now we are just executing it. We are starting with the execution. Here you can see what I have written. For I in range, range is a function in which you are giving the lower limit and the upper limit. Here I have mentioned it will run from 1 to 10. For the first time, the value for I will be the lower limit, that is 1. How many variables we are using in this program? 2. Here you can see on the right hand side of the screen, num I. Initial value for num is, suppose the user has entered 5. So the initial value for num is 5 and for the first time the value for I is 1 here as you can see. Now condition is automatically internally checked. Is 1 less than equal to 10? The condition here you can see, we have put the right mark, yes, condition comes out to be true. When the condition is true, here you can see the arrow. You will come inside the body of the loop and what you have to print. I don't want to print only 5, 10, 15, 20 like this. I have to print in a proper format. 5 ones are 5. So 5 value is in which variable? Num. So what we are printing in the beginning? Num. Num value is to be printed, so it is not in the single or double quotes. Comma. Then 5 ones are. For it, we are using which? Capital X symbol. So 5, here we are using capital X symbol and it is in single quotes. It means I want to print as it is. So after 5, after the value of num, I want capital X symbol as it is. That is why here I have just enclosed it in single quotes, comma. Here you can see the value of I is changing 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So I have to use I variable. I want to print the value of the variable and not the variable itself. So I is not enclosed in any quotes. Equal to symbol is constant. Here you can see equal to symbol is to be printed as it is. That is why we have used in single quotes, comma. Now num value is 5, I value is 1. So 5 ones are 5. Multiplication operation is taking place. After executing this, it has printed 5 ones are 5. It will automatically internally go up to the loop and the value of I will be incremented by 1. We have not given the step value, so it will increment by 1. Here you can see on the right hand side. Now, second time, in the second iteration, the value of I is internally automatically incremented and its value is 2. Condition will also be checked internally. Is 2 less than equal to 10? 10 is the upper limit. And the value of I is 2. Yes, of course, it is. Condition is true. Once the condition is true, you will enter the body of the loop. Same statement will be executed. This is the advantage of looping, repetitive. So this statement is repeated number of times. You are telling how many times? 10 times. So this time print num comma x means num value we have not changed the value of num. It is as it is 5. X will be printed as it is, and this time the value of I is 2. So 5 into 2 equal to will be printed as it is, and here we have the calculated value num into I. Num value is 5, I key value is 2, so 5 twos are 10. So it will print 10. Clear? This way, we will keep on changing the value of I. It will go up. I value will be increased by 1. It will become 3. Condition will be checked. 3 is less than equal to 10. Yes, we will come inside the body of the loop. Print 5 threes are 15 and so on. We are directly coming to the last step now. If the value is 10, I value has increased till 10. Is 10 less than equal to 10? The condition comes out to be true. 10 is not less than 10, but it is equal to 10. So the condition comes out to be true. Once again we enter the body of the loop and print like this, 5 tens are 50. Once again it will go up. The value for I will become 11. Is 11 less than equal to 10? This time the condition comes out to be false and we come outside the body of the loop. Clear? This way we will get this output. We will just get the table in the desired format.